Okay, we are live. I will now start a session with live session. So I hope someone is coming in to see. I have not done too many live sessions, so I'm not expecting too many people to come to this session, by the way. But let's just go through a little some trading. Uh, we can start with binary option. Uh, I will mark up a little, take a mark there. So what I'm looking for is that let's take it up there, by the way. So for me to take a trade with binary option, I need to be out on the stochastic. That's right now is a put trade, but for Bollinger Band, because I use Bollinger Band also, I need to be either below or above this blue line you see here. Maybe don't see it so well because it's not so clear. Let's see if we can take another color because it will be, let's say, style. Let's make this one, I think white will be in the better. Let's make it white. Let's make the lower one white also. Yeah, that shows a little better. So we need to be above this white line you see, or below the white line at the same time. So in this case, to take a put trade, we need to be above this white line, and I would like to be close to this resistance zone you see up here. So for example, right now, this is not a trade for me because we only had one criterion and one is not enough for us to take a trade. So let's see if we can have another one that is close to something. This one I don't want to trade. Let's see here. Okay, here we might have something soon. So here we will mark, you see up here we have more like a resistance zone. I would take the trade if you get close to this resistance zone with the stochastic above, even though Bollinger Band is not approved in our way of trading, it still would be a quite nice trade. We can also mark for the downside. We can see that we have some type of let me see where we're touching the most. I think around here. So if you can come down to this yellow line here, and we can see this stochastic come below down here, that would be a call trade. Okay. Let me now just confirm that everything is live and good. Looks like it's good. Let's see if we are live for everyone. Let's take a reload. Okay, we are live. Not so much activity, but I think it will be better because I have not, like I said, I have not done any live streams on my channel for a very, very long time. So no one is basically aware of it. I just figure out that would be nice to start to do some live streams. So if you want to join me and copy trades and things. Also, I think for the copy trade part with the live streams, I will do more for members later on. But this would be more like a teaser, we can call it, for you that you know what you're getting if you join my member. So you'll be a part of my academy because I will start to do live stream just for members. So let's see now. Now, of course, we start to look for a call trade. You see, we get a push down. We would like to be down to this, at least close to this yellow line here, and then we'll take a call trade. The win rate of this type of trading I'm doing here now in binary option is incredible high. We are not taking as many trades as maybe other people do, but the win rate is amazing. So now we are incredible close to a call trade. want to wait a little longer. Maybe I'm greedy, but I want a little more push down and I'll take it. If you can get it. No, we take a call trade there. We are in the trade. We did go in with $25. If we lose, we need to recover the 25. So let's try if 60 will do the thing. 60 will recover and will even make some profit. So let's wait and see. You can see the trade down here now. Looks like I should have waited a little longer. Completely okay. I will also bring up my calculator. So I'm so the 60 plus 25, just so I have an idea about how to go in after. Then we have an 85 complete in for the next trade. Just so we all the time are calculating in how much we are in. So if we lose, we are prepared to go in again with more. So let's see. We go in again. So now we are in with a total of $85. So now let's see if we can turn this into profit. Next trade we need to prepare. Let's try a 200. Let's take a 250. Yeah, 250 is okay. Typically I don't lose more than one, maximum two trades in a row with a martingale. My win rate is pretty high. So now let's see. We might have one more loser. It's completely okay. We are prepared. We are in again. Let's take 700. Just so we get some profit on the next if we lose. You need to be planning your martingale compared with what type of money you have available. So now, I told in the start we should have waited till we got to the yellow line. You see now we did push below it. So now will be the perfect entry. I will take one here now because it's a good entry. So then we are in with 700 more. So we are in with 1000. So let's take the next on like, let's do 2000. I have not lost so much in a long time in a row, by the way. So let's see how we are looking. Let's zoom in so we can see a little better. Looks like this will be a winner, by the way. So then we will calculate our profit in the end. You're just waiting for this trade to be done. There. Then if you look into the closed trades for today, you see my first 3 trades I did in another session. We had 3 winners. Then we actually got 3 losers in a row. That's much for me. But if we do the calculation of these trades, we was in with $25. We were in with 60. We were in with 250. We did go in with 700. So total cost of the trading we did was 1,035. Our profit from the trade was 11.76. So we made a profit of $141 on this martingale trade we did. So I'll say that's quite good. We can say in 4 minutes we made $141. So that's good in my book. Like I said, typically I don't lose 3 losers in a row, but I have done also in my sessions I have done in YouTube from before. But typically I don't lose more than 2 times. The yellow line, if I have done so, I would have entered a trade here, lose 1 time, enter again down here, and I have won. Patient enough to have the perfect trade, we can say like that. Now let's see if we have anyone that is online. If you have very low activity in my live stream, maybe live stream is not something that fits so well in my channel right now, but let's see. Little boring to have a live stream by myself. But yes, let's see. We can just continue and see if we come in some more. Let's see if we can find something else. Yeah, here we can see something. We here we always try to mark up as much we can. We take it there. We put this one up. Yeah, let's put something like this. We also can see we are now basically working in a downtrend, but we can see that in the short period of time now, you see that we are working in this zone. You see here. We can see that we have let's see, resistance up there. Okay, so right now we could be looking on a long trade. Even though it's a downtrend, typically it's better to keep to the downside. But if you really want to take a trade, we can do it. Let's set the stop loss to around 61,205. 61,205. Let's see here. 61,205. Was it that? Did I remember correct? Yes. Put the stop loss like that. You can take profit around there. That could be a trade, basically. So right now you can see already we will be running in profit because the trade was taken here. So and it's almost 1 to 5 trades. So you can lose 3 trades in a row and you still are making profit. So that's one trade you could have taken. So we are done with that one. Let's look more. GBP, GPY. We can see now that we are in a support zone. What I would like to see here now is that he respect this support, because you can see it's a very strong support. You see when it was resistance, you see we did respect it many times here before we broke it here, and you can see we somehow got some retest because it's a huge area. You see, it's all this area here that is the support zone. So I would be looking for a long trade if we can close with a bar. Let's see. I think I will not take it before we are up there, and I will take the stop loss maybe around there and take profit around up here. Okay, so that will be a 1 to, let's say, 162. So if you come up to this region here, so for the ones that want to copy that, we have an entry level here. Take profit is the one you see there, and stop loss is the one you see here. So it's more like a pending trade, you can say. So that's what I will take. The reason for that is that you see now we need to respect this area. This support zone is quite big. So it's first, if you can break this more like a resistance zone here, so you come up and we close. I don't say to take the trade here. We want to break up here, retest, and then enter the trade, and then take the trade here. So that will be a pending trade, something to follow for later for GBP, GPY. I guess Euro GPY looks the same, and it does. Here also is more the same story. looks like even with euro against Japanese yen, looks like we have already broken for the downside. So here we might rather look for a trade another way. I don't like to do that, but we can still mark it up. If we can get a retest up here, then look for the downside actually, because you can see we have broken for the downside. So if you could get something like this, like and come up here and retest, and we see it holds, we can be looking for a short trade here. Right now, euro looks to be quite weak. We have seen that with dollar also, that it's breaking everything down. So euro is very weak right now. I think it's because of this war we have in Russia and Ukraine and all these type of things. So that's why, even though it's the same Japanese yen for GBP, it's different. GBP is still in Europa, but it's different market, by the way. So here you see we are breaking for the downside. But I will not take the trade now. We need to see a retest of this resistance zone, see that it's holding, and then go with the entry when it's holded. So that would be a trade for me also. It's a pending trade also. Most of the trades are pending. It's very rare that you open a chart and you see a trade right away. So most of the time with Forex you need to have some patience. Same like with binary option also, you need some patience, but your patience in binary option can be a few minutes. Patience in Forex can be hours. That's the difference. And also when you're trading, of course, depends. Some people are crazy in that trading on 5 minutes. I don't like that, but there are many people that do it profitable. I mean that the lowest I can trade on is 15 minutes. Let's say if you are looking at trade here on 50 minutes, let's say just to see how I'm thinking there, I would here mark up a trend line like this. And we can also, sorry, we can also see some type of trend here like this. So if you look here, we could actually be looking for trend reversal. So if we see a break of this here, that he go like this, and he break up, then what we want to see, we want to be more like a retest of this trend line, and then we could look for a long trade up to this, like I told about it, that we want to see a retest of this resistance zone up here. So we can basically be looking for a trade for the retest. So when you look on smaller time frames, sometimes you get trades the another direction than you're looking for when you're looking on higher time frames. So here I will basically look for a break of this short-term trend down here, basically. Because typically when you break a trend, like you can see here, for example, you have more like a upward trends. But sometimes when you're in smaller time frames, you can see you can get fake out, you see here, and they go up, you see. So that's the problem when you're trading on lower time frames. You don't always get the correct indications. But if you just keep to your plan, you will always be better off. So we can actually maybe, no, see now if I take it on this one, you see it's respecting, you see, and this looks actually much nicer. So we just need to take our time. Here we can see, and what happened when you broke it here, you shoot down, you see. So trend lines are very nice way of trading. Basically when I trade Forex, I only look on this way of trading. I don't use indicators. If you keep to just make trend lines, mark up some support resistance, like, of course this is on 50 minutes, so if you like that you can do that, but like I said, I like to trade on 1 hour and up, and you can see it here also clearly that you broke it here. We would here, take a trade when you break it. The problem, I would only have entered the trade here. The thing is, this one was too strong. I don't like, of course, it would be a perfect trade, but to be honest, I don't like to take a trade when you break right away. I like to see a retest, and we never got the retest there. So in hindsight, we can see that would be a nice trade, but I would not have taken this trade. Sadly, I would not have taken it because I want to break it, and I like to see a retest and then take the trade. So in hindsight, yes, in hindsight we are all millionaires, but I have so many rules I follow, and that's why I'm successful also when I'm trading binary option and Forex. So that's done with that one. Let's see if we can find something completely different. Let's take GBP and against New Zealand. Let's see here. That's one that is incredibly active. Let's take it to the 4 hours so we can start to mark up things. Right now I don't see anything, but that's the thing. When you start to mark up, you start to get an idea what things look like. But here is so much activities. It's very difficult. See, this is like it's completely crazy how this one moves. But let's see. Let's start to mark up as much we can, where we at least we see the most touch. I think we can put one there, because you can see here we're touching a lot of times, but probably you can see we also break it many times, so it's not a clear area, you know. So this one is not easy. Let's take it to a smaller to see if it's look cleaner. Yeah, we could, if you really wanted to take a trade that still have a high probability, this right now could be a long trade here. Take a super tight stop loss, so you really can, because you can see, and we can take a take profit. Let's take the area we see we touch many times. I think we could take it there. Then you have a like 8 times higher take profit. So you see already we are in profits from I did mark it up. So this is a trade I easily can take, because the stop loss is so tight and the reward is amazing. So if you take trade like this 10 times, maybe you lose 4 or 5 of them, completely okay, because you have 8 times. I think you will have a 50% win rate, but you're making 8 times more your money for each trade. So you will make a crazy profit from it. So yes, on GBP against New Zealand right now, a long trade, clear long trade with a high probability for a win and 8-to-1 ratio. So it's amazing trade. You have 8 times your money basically, because you can see up here, see how many times you go up to this region. It's quite clear for me that the probability will come up again here, that's high, because you can see we are working in this zone since 22 of June, and we are today 5 of July. So the probability that you shoot up here again is incredibly high, and you can see we are already in the money. So, and what you can do then when you start to come up to this region, as the stop loss is so small, you can start to move it. So when you come up to around let's say 194.3, move the stop loss to 0. When you start to come up to like this range, you can, so you just move your stop loss all the way up, and when you start to get close to your take profit, you can even move it up and start to target up here and just trail your stop loss, because when you have a so tiny stop loss, we can start to trail it, because we can even get 13 times our money to do that. So I might do that. I think I will do that. I will trail my stop loss up, so we can even have 13 times our money with this trade. So this is an amazing trade for me. And you can see already our take profit start to be very close to as big as our stop loss already. So it's an amazing trade. So let's see if we have any activity. If we don't have activity, I think I will stop this session for now. And I will later on, I will tell before that, yes, we'll have a session tomorrow, for example, 6, for example. So people have the possibility to enter. Because now I just did without say nothing, and maybe that's not the way to go. And maybe I can start to have a certain time of day I do live sessions, so people that want to follow me have the possibility to go in and start to copy my trades. Like today, for example, I made total 4 trades on binary option, and we did win all of them. The last trade, of course, I did martingale a little, but we did end up with a winner in the end. So we end up with winners there. So if you had copied my trades today with binary option, you would have done well. With Forex, of course, we don't know yet. I have shown, I think, 3 trades that you can copy also. If you see our record, maybe you can still copy the Forex trade. Of course, binary option will be too late, but at least you will see my thought process. So yes, I think if you see this as a recorded, write down in the comment field which time it's perfect for you to see live sessions like this. And also if you want to see live sessions like this, that you can copy my trades, where you can see my thought process, how I'm thinking and things like that. If that's interesting for you, make a comment below the video. Also below the video, like I said, you find all the links for Forex if you want to start to follow me in Forex, because this live session will be like 80% Forex, because it takes longer time to explain, it takes long time to mark up the charts and things. So make sure you have a Forex account, you find link below. And for binary option, you might have one from before, because most of my followers are into binary option. But if you don't have, you find link for binary option also. Now I'll check if you have anyone following. If you have, I will maybe take a little longer. If not, I'll just stop for now. So let's see. Looks like it's quite calm, so I think we stop this live session for now, and later on I will have a specific time so we get some people to be active, so I can get some questions. It's more fun for me also. So I think for that's not for this live session. I hope you enjoyed, at least to see it in the past. Now, yeah. So with that, have a perfect day.